What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well. The New York Knicks came out victorious versus the Indiana Pacers 104-94 at Madison Square Garden. And first off, I want to give credit to a Dwayne Washington Jr. I want to give a credit to a Kiefer Sykes. I'm sorry if I pronounced his first name wrong. He was someone that really got buckets overseas, and he definitely did give us buckets today. Entering this game, like his last three games, like in the NBA, because the Pacers have a lot of guys out. They have 8 players out. If it's a Karis LeVert, if it's a Chris Duarte, like we know there's virus going on in the world, and you already know the Pacers just sadly can't stay healthy, and they're a talented group. Like I like a Sabonis, I like a Miles Turner. It just seems like they can never all stay healthy at the same time. At TJ Warren, that's been out this entire season. But you take a look at Sykes. He shot the heck out of the basketball against us. I really got to give him credit. And entering this game, like the last 3 games, he didn't even have like over 13 points, like put together those 3 games combined. And in this game, he had over 16 points. He did a great job in this game. He's like a heart over height guy. He's not the tallest in the world. That's probably why he hasn't gotten an opportunity right away in the NBA, but he showed he could definitely score the basketball. And in Dwayne Washington Jr., he got some buckets in big spots. He definitely gave them momentum at times. They both played with heart. They both played with tenacity. And for them to have 8 players out and keep it this close down the stretch, I really got to give credit to the Indiana Pacers. I really do. But I thought we did a good job on Miles Turner. We kind of checked him out of the game, like getting him into foul trouble, no flow. He never really got like a consistent flow throughout this game because we got him into foul trouble. And Sabonis, I thought he played all right, but I actually thought we did a pretty solid job on Sabonis. There were some defensive lapses that I was not a big fan of. Like, let's just get this out of the way. How is our three-point defense still this bad? We just leave guys so open for no reason. I don't know if it's miscommunication. I don't know if it's lack of heart, lack of caring, guarding outside on the perimeter, because I thought the Knicks actually played with heart. It's just that we didn't always play with, like, we just didn't always play smart. We didn't always think throughout the game. I feel like, yes, basketball goes into like constant movement, just like decisiveness, but you also have to think. You have to play with a high level of basketball IQ. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with the three-point defense. It still has to get its shit together, in my opinion. But Sabonis, you could say, like stats-wise, he could have had a better game. But when you think about big moments, Sabonis didn't step up. We constantly had stupid fouls at the end of the game, and Sabonis was not able to knock down his free throws. He choked from the charity stripe. He did not step up in big moments. So yes, I thought Sabonis we did a good job on. Miles Turner we did a good job on. But obviously guys like Sykes, Dwayne Washington Jr. had a big game. I thought Lance Stevenson even came in and gave them a little bit of a spark. We know he's from New York, which it's always fun watching him play basketball. It's just like the moves he's able to display out there on the court. He has a very good handle for his age still. Dwayne Washington Jr., how about that move he had on quickly, put him in a spin cycle, knocked down that difficult jumper. You could say the defense wasn't bad. That was just better offense by Dwayne Washington Jr. But someone I want to talk about who I thought had an underrated game was Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson wasn't perfect. He didn't have some like amazing performance offensively. He didn't have a Tyson Chandler type defensive player of the year like performance there. Mitchell Robinson, you don't look at his stats and say, oh my gosh, what a great game. But I thought in moments when we were not able to provide any offense, when we were really struggling from beyond the arc, and maybe we didn't always capitalize on these second chance opportunities, but Mitchell Robinson did a great job. He just did a great job rebounding. At least in big moments, there was a couple nice possessions, or there was a couple moments that he really did a great job just giving us second chance opportunities, just being resilient, just working his ass off like on the glass. I've really got to give credit to Mitchell Robinson in that department, and he did have moments that he rolled very strong to the rim. But I know what you guys want to hear. Like, actually, let's get into this shit first. Evan Fournier, garbage. I'm not even gonna talk about him. We know this. Like, sucks at defense. He just let, like, no disrespect to Dwayne Washington Jr., no disrespect to his Sykes. He just let these guys go straight to the basket, let them just do whatever the hell they wanted, and he just bricks shots. He sucks. I can't believe we gave this dude that contract. It looks like he doesn't even care. He's just collecting a contract, just walking up and down the floor. I can't stand it. But let's get into the big-time positive here. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett both had a good game. Are you kidding me? I thought I was dreaming. I saw Julius Randle over 30 points, or he had 30 points. RJ Barrett, 32 points, and you know what was a weird coincidence? They both shot 12 of 20 from the field. And I have a little bone to pick with this Knicks team, though. I'm not going to lie. But let's get into Randle first. Randle, Good all-around game. He started off, don't get me wrong, pissed me off. You could say he was rusty coming out of health and safety protocol. And also, I want to send prayers out to Nerlens Noel. It seems like he's been in health and safety protocol for like a very long time, so I really hope he's okay. But Randle, like 2 straight turnovers right out the gate. That was kind of like allowing the Pacers to create some offense and create a flow when they were up early in this game. But after that, I thought Randle settled in. He did a solid job distributing the basketball. I thought he picked his spots very well. He drove to the basket. He struggled shooting from 3 early, but this is the thing I loved about Julius Randle. Will he keep it up, though? He recognized he was struggling from beyond the arc, so he's like, you know what? I'm going to take a couple feet in. I'm going to shoot from mid-range territory. I'm going to shoot from deep, too. I'm going to attack the basket. I thought this Knicks team played with more energy. I thought he crashed the glass well. I just thought there was kind of a different Julius Randle. I'm not going to say he's all-star level like he was last year, but I definitely did think he played with a higher level of intensity, and he hit big-time shots when it mattered most. So credit to Julius Randle. Good performance, especially coming back from health and safety protocol and the virus and all that, and he said he didn't feel any of the symptoms. Now RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett. You guys know I'm very critical of RJ Barrett. But when RJ Barrett's playing well, I give him so much credit because I know he's a hard worker and I know he wants to be good. But it is frustrating when he plays bad basketball. But that's me with any player in this Knicks. I'm going to discredit anyone on the Knicks that's playing bad because who wants to see a player play bad? Who does? Especially on a consistent basis. And again, I hope this keeps up. I hope we consistently feed the ball to RJ Barrett. And we feed the hot hand. I'm going to be getting into that. RJ Barrett set the tone. Driving to the basket, drew a foul, strong drive to the basket, knocking down threes. He did a great job, like, really performing off the dribble, beating Miles Turner to the basket. I thought RJ Barrett did a great job. He had 19 points in that first quarter. They couldn't touch him. He did his thing a little bit in the second quarter. But why do the Knicks always do this? Unless it's Julius Randle. We just do not know how to feed the hot hand. It was awesome seeing Julius Randle beat the buzzer end of that first quarter. Like, the fall-away baby jumper, awesome. But any other basketball club, if someone has 19 points in the first quarter, who gets the last shot? The player that's on fire. And RJ Barrett was on fire and didn't get the last shot. But awesome shot by Julius Randle. I'm not discrediting him. I'm kind of discrediting Tibbs to freaking yell at Randle, give the ball to RJ Barrett. So yes, I don't know why we don't feed the high hand. I don't know why we freeze RJ out of the offense when he was obviously thriving. I did not understand that at all. But he did his thing. He was huge throughout this game. He finished with 30 points. He actually, he finished with 32 points. He had a very nice drive to the basket in the fourth quarter. He had 30 points entering that fourth quarter. I know we put him in with like 6 minutes left, but what can we do to just get, like, I feel like these teammates just hate RJ Barrett. Like, his teammates hate him, it seems like. It is so frustrating to watch out there on the floor, but RJ crashed the glass well. I thought he hustled out there on the floor. You could say he had a couple threes that he wanted back. But I thought RJ Barrett played very well. Now it all comes down to consistency. Can Randle consistently get him involved? Can the Knicks consistently get him involved throughout the action? But also you have to think about it. Maybe we're not always going to feed the high hand when you have Randle. He likes to get his. You have an Alec Burks out there on the floor running point guard. Alec Burks, I like him, but he's not a freaking point guard. I can't stand watching him play the point guard position. It is just so frustrating to watch in my opinion. And there was one moment, Randle had a great game. But this was, like, just frustrating in my opinion. The crowd is chanting at Madison Square Garden, RJ Barrett, dun, 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 RJ Barrett, dun, 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 dun. You know what Randle does? There's plenty of time on the shot clock, just chucks up a three. The crowd is saying to give it to freaking RJ Barrett. We pretty much had command of the game. I know Randle doesn't have to listen to the crowd, but I don't know. I just thought that moment pissed me off. Burks had big-time moments. Quickly came off the bench, gave us a little bit of a spark. Quinn Grimes knocked on a three, played solid defense. But at the end of the day, the story was Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. Like, they were most of our offense. But the three-point defense, got to get this shit together. We're going to play better basketball teams. But the Knicks came out victorious. Let me know down below your thoughts. Peace out, y'all.